Alright, so greetings from Pennsylvania once again. Out here with a group of friends today, most of which you will recognize. They're one of our little meetups. But we're up not too far from Wilkes-Barre today, near a town called Ashley, I believe in Luzerne County. And we're exploring what's called the Ashley Plains. I'll talk more about these throughout the video. It's railroad related and coal mining related. We're just right next to Highway 309 here. So these when we say planes, we're not referring to planes that fly, we're referring to like inclined planes that were used to take cars, railroad cars full of coal down the mountain via gravity and cables and things like that. So I've never been here, but this should be interesting. I should note too that we are on private property, but one of the people with us got us permission to be here, so we are allowed to be here. But as I always say when on private property, just because we're here doesn't mean that you have permission to be here. Right? If you're going to want to come here yourself, you have to get your own permission. Right? So I am not super familiar with this area. Some of the others here in the group are, they'll kind of be telling us what's going on a little bit, or telling me what's going on more. All kinds of ruins down this area. Oh, we're going to try and visit like a ghost town too, called Dogtown. It's where some of the workers on the incline, that worked on the inclined plane lived. We're going to try and find the ruins of that too. Alright, so that's Joe up ahead there. He's the one that got us permission to be here. And then, oh, there's something over here. There's Kathy and Dee Dee Explorers.
Wow. Way to go, Kathy.
So what was this?
You've got the light.
I do believe this was the cable.
Oh.
What was it called?
You used to redirect the cable coming down plane 1 through here up to old plane 2, I believe.
It's like a cable house.
Oh.
Yes, as I was saying, it's probably, and Joe was saying too, it's probably something to do with the cables. You know, they would pull those coal cars up the hill, up the mountain with cables. He thinks that this one might have been one redirected to cables from one plane to another. Probably in those holes back there was where the cables came out. It's pretty interesting. Still learning myself what's going on here. We're going to check out a waterfall down here. Yeah, that's Kathy down there. Remember, she has a YouTube channel, Random Adventures. No, Random Outdoor Fun. Sorry, I'm thinking of another channel. I'll have links down below too. And then Dee Dee is down there, Dee Dee Explores. I'm not sure if Joe looks like he's filming, so he might have a channel too. Let's look into that. There's a waterfall down there. I think after the waterfall, we're going to check out some pits that are related to the inclined plane too. They're called Barney pits. We'll talk about those later. Our waterfall was just down there, and we have arrived at what is called the Barney pits. There's one right here, and there's one on the other side. These are kind of cool, just here in the ground, and they go all the way up that way too. So I'll try to explain to you what these Barney pits were for. Like, so as we go, I'm learning a lot about these plains, the Ashley Plains. I guess I should mention when they were first built back in 1837, I believe, and they were operated until 1948. Of course, over time, improvements were made, and new planes replaced some of the older ones. Remember, the planes are the incline that went up the mountain. All right, so what we're looking at here, the rail cars, the coal cars that go over these pits. There's two of them. One would go up the mountain, and one would come back down the mountain. This is just a flat area right here. But down here was what they call like the Barney cars, if they have that correct. These are called the Barney pits. But they're kind of like cars that help push the coal cars. But here they're down in here, like below ground. But as this reached the incline and went up, these Barney cars would come up out of the pit and help to push the rail cars or the coal cars up the mountain. But here in the flat areas they weren't needed, so they would be down in the pits. Then as soon as the incline plane would go up, the Barney cars would come up out of these pits and help push them. But this weren't needed in the flat areas, so they were just down here. Hope that makes some sense. And they also helped when the coal cars came down the mountain to help control them as they came down. You didn't want the coal cars coming just free fall down the incline plane. The Barney cars would give an extra push to get the coal cars up the incline plane. And when not needed, they were down these little pits in these flat areas. And here's where the pits end. And at this point is where the Barney cars would come up out of the ground to help push the full coal cars up the incline plane. It's kind of interesting. Now they're filled with trash and tires. Looks like there's an old bridge up here. Yeah. All kinds of stuff out here. There's another waterfall up there too. Right here's the incline plane going up the mountain. And here's the other waterfall. This is a man-made one too. You can kind of see the rock wall. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. We're checking out the waterfall now too. Of course, this is plane number 2. Of course, down there where there's Barney pits. So as the coal cars are coming up, there'll be railroad tracks here. They're pulled up by they're attached by cables too. But then that Barney car be behind them, kind of pushing them up as well. Extra boost. All right, so we're gonna backtrack for a little bit, head back the way we came, and go the other direction. So I should mention, this is all new to me, this whole area. And also this whole system, you know, I'm trying to picture in my own mind, like with those Barney cars and the cables and everything, so I'm probably not explaining it the best. So feel free to correct me down in the comments if you want to. This is all new to me, I'm kind of learning as I go here. But there is just so much out here, see, just talking with them, there's just so much history in this area. Yes, we're back into the Barney pits. We just realized, if you look into pits, there's like a rail on the edge here. Here it comes almost to the top, but down there it kind of goes further down into the pits. That's probably where the Barney cars were on. So went that way, they sunk down further into the pit. But as they came out here, they needed to come up out of the pits. So it said to help push those carts up the mountain, those railroad cars, coal cars. You can see that in there. Alright. Gotta catch up with the others. Yeah, and there's all these metal pins on top of they're talking, it's probably a metal, like a wooden platform up top here too. It's attached to this. Alright. Up here you can see how that metal rail is way down at the bottom now. And there's one on that side and one on this side. See, those Barney pits just go on for quite a while. Alright, so they're just looking up from where we just came, following these Barney pits, and another piece of the puzzle just clicked for me as I was following this. But here, the Barney pits kind of end, there's a hole in there. Of course, there was a cable, you know, that helped to pull the Barney carts. And that little hole that leads to where we were just earlier, that little structure we walked into. That's what's down below. I'll quick show a picture of that again for you. Yes, that's that spot down there. That's that little hole leads to where I was standing earlier near the beginning of the video. Almost one of the first things I filmed. So we're standing on top of that structure now. It'll be down right below us. We walked in there. All right, that's cool. So this is kind of like the cable house underneath us in a way. Got some railroad ties sticking out over there. All right, so we're making our way down incline plane number 2. Apparently this is the new number 2 incline plane. It replaced an older one, which we're headed to in a bit here. I guess we gotta get to the bottom of this one. The old incline plane number 2 is over that way. I think there's 3 of these incline planes. I think the one we were earlier might have been, I think that was number 2 as well. I think it was, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused. There's some beautiful waterfalls up that way, cascading down. Not sure if we'll get to those or not. Yes, where we're walking now on incline plane number 2, the new one. This is where, you know, the coal cars full of coal will be going up and down the mountain. You know, empty ones will be going back up, and full ones coming back down, I believe. And since this is the new incline plane, this one was probably in operation during the early 1900s, and the older one we're headed to probably back in 1800s, mid 1800s. See the gang back there. And they just point out you can still see some of the old, whoops, as I trip, some of the old poles from the railroad that was here. Or the inclined plane. It was kind of like a railroad, but used gravity. Alright, so it looks like we're at the bottom of incline plane number 2, the new one, but several tunnels here. There's a tunnel here that the stream goes under, and they're talking about a tunnel over here where an old road went under. Yeah, so you see some stonework already. Oh, wow. We indeed have a tunnel. Not a long one, but wow. 1909 it says at the top there. Very nice. We'll take a tunnel. So there's one tunnel, but down here's the other tunnel where the creek goes through. You kind of see the edge of it down there. Not sure if we'll be able to see the opening or not. Alright, not from here. You kind of see where it goes in there. Maybe from the other side. Alright, we can't look at that other tunnel from down here. They'll catch up with the others. They're heading to some other ruins. Something called the Crystal Spring. Oh yeah, there you go. There's the tunnel that the creek comes through. Alright. Alright, so now I gotta catch up to the others. Yeah, we're heading to something, I think I said already, the Crystal Springs ruins, which would be pretty awesome. Then we're gonna head to where the old #2 incline plane is. And then, like I said, there's that old ghost town back here called Dogtown that they're gonna try and find too. So a lot of stuff out here. It's really awesome. All right, I believe I see everybody up ahead. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, and up ahead are those ruins. Not what I was thinking. I was thinking it's a little bit smaller. Wow. This place is loaded with stuff to see. I gotta soon take a layer off here. Well, let's go check this out. Yeah, it says Crystal Springs. Looks like a filter plant. Water filter plant. Whoa, this place is huge. This would be worth a video all in itself. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is massive. Huge beams of wood. Guessing the water came through here, I'm gonna guess. Oh, it looks like there's a room over there with an old boiler in it. A sleeping bag.
Yes.
Oh.
Are you tired? It's not in bad shape either.
Was someone trying to sleep under there? Or?
No.
Interesting.
I was in there, okay.
It's empty though, at least.
Yeah.
This place is just fascinating. Well, there's a little room over here. Oh wow.
Yeah, people.
Mattress down there.
Yeah. Pigs. There's Cliff. There he is.
Oh, yeah, here's the room with the boiler in it. So they must have heated the water here too, I guess. So that's what that is. Huge boiler.
Can't see inside of it.
Over there.
Yep.
Looks like they cut it open up top here. Or tried to. Oh yeah. Make sure nobody's in there.
Right. Actually, I was thinking raccoon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wow, here we're back in that huge section. Okay, so this place is amazing. place would be worth a video just all on its own. Yes, that place back there is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll have to try. Hopefully, maybe I can come back to some of these places, visit them again. And, you know, some of this is private property. Some stuff back here is state game lands. So I gotta kind of figure out what's what. There's so much back here to explore. Where we parked was private property, but maybe there's other ways to get into some of these places. That's on public land. I gotta look into that because there's just so much back here to see. I mean, stuff like this, it's awesome. And we're not even done today yet. We got more things to check out today yet. And here's coming down the other side. Huge building. And there's a cool shot of the back side of it. Looks like we're going down this way now. I think there's a reservoir down here with a dam. You want to check out? Here's the reservoir. Are you going to walk across too? I guess it is pretty wide up here.
Pretty wide.
Yeah, it's pretty wide up here.
Like a sidewalk.
Yeah.
There's the reservoir. Maybe we'll have to get up there. But the waterfall part is over here. Past all these thorns. Yeah, over there's the waterfall from the reservoir, but see something over here. There's another sign. Yeah, Crystal Spring Water Company, 1888. Yeah, up there it was the ruins of that building up on top there, so. Oh yeah, there's a path that goes up to the top there too. Cool. Let's go see if we get a better shot of that waterfall coming down. Making our way down to the stream. You can hear the waterfall. Oh wow. There it is. That's amazing, actually. There's a breeze coming off of that. I can barely make out Kathy up top there. Alright, so we're back up at the top. Some of the others will head down where we were, or where I was earlier. Kathy just pointed out these things. Some pipes. Different things here. Down in there. Alright, but maybe it's our turn to walk across here. It is pretty wide. Maybe I'll set you down. Well, that water is super clear out there though. It's quite beautiful. Alright, let me set you down. And even though this is fairly wide to walk on, it still gives me the, I can feel myself get a little, you know, I don't like the heights. It's not super tall either, but can't say I really care for it. I don't think I'm gonna walk out all the way to the end. Alright, so we are done with those ruins at the reservoir. We've kind of made our way down. I think we're now making our way towards old incline number 2 and that ghost town and dog town. But on the way, there are more of those Barney pits. Well, there's a set of them here. You can see that rail once again. Get closer here. The rail just comes right out there. And there's a cool shot of them walking along. Once again, there's the Barney pits going along there. Got the old power lines, or telegraph lines. All kinds of stuff. There's like a stone wall down the woods there. You can see it down in there. Should mention, yeah, all three do have channels. Of course, Kathy has a channel, YouTube channel. Dee Dee does it, and Joe does too. I found out. JTS Exploration, I believe it's called. But I'll have links to all their channels down below. Alright, so we're at the end of the Barney pits here. Once again, there's a little hole going in there. But this, there should be another like little structure underneath here. But I'm gonna pop on down there. I think. Take a look. I don't know. I think Joe's looking for another opening over there. Alright, so I'm down in the pit now. Here's that little tunnel. Because this is where the cable would go in. Kathy gave me her light. Oh my goodness. Oh, it does go out through the other end there.
There is.
Okay. Alright. That's cool though. Alright.
Joe's about 50 feet away from me.
Yeah, so right down there is where it just was. That tunnel kind of crosses the plane here. It comes out here right where Joe is.
Crawl space right underneath.
Yeah, that's what I was just at the other end of that.
I'm trying to imagine what it could have been used for.
Yes, I've come down here now too, and I think this is what we were looking through from the other end. Yeah, we were kind of looking through there. All right. All kinds of stuff down here. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, so right there's two holes. The other side is where the Barney pits were, because I remember there were cables in those, so we think the cables came through these pits. As Kathy said, there's like little cable holders in there. Wondering if they came over here and through these giant rings. And there's kind of like an inclined plane down here. That over there is all coal ash. A huge mountain of it. They're probably burning coal here for steam power. That's what all that is. There's coal ash. Alright, we're gonna make our way back up to the road, or the plane that we're following. So I've lost everybody again. Alright. Yes, and once again down there's that mountain of coal ash. It's like they would burn coal often for steam power. And you have ash left over, just like when you burn wood. They'd have to dump it somewhere. We got some more ruins up here. Some stuff right there, up here. Oh, there's a little something up there. Okay, oh, so there's just so much stuff out here. Some interesting graffiti on the end there. Wow. Interesting. Make sure I watch where I'm walking. I guess it collapsed that way. Right on top there. Interesting. A whole different variety of, we got brickwork, stonework, and concrete. Take a look on the inside here. Okay, so I just got done talking to Dee Dee. This is the engine boiler house. That'll explain all the coal ash down at the bottom. So they were burning coal here for this engine house. And this is the line that the coal cars would take. You need the engine house. This is where the cables came to. Remember, the cables would pull those coal carts up. This is the engine house for that. That would actually do the pulling on the cable cars, on the cable. Not sure what this is, but it's intriguing. But the pit is up here. Oh wow, looks like you can go in. Joe is disappearing. Let's see where everybody went. Oh. Everybody's in here. Looks like that's the easy way in over there. I was thinking the cables came through here, and because once again those pits continue on that way. Right where Kathy is through there. Yeah, so back in there is just where I came out of. There's just stuff everywhere back in here. Super awesome. You hear those Barney pits continue on. Yeah, there's just like so much to see back here. Each one of these places could be a video just in itself, but I'm kind of mushing it all into one video here. This might end up being a longer video, but this is a fun adventure. Wasn't expecting to see quite this much today. Yeah, back there's the way we came. Yeah, so like this is the boiler engine house, so there've probably been all kinds of those big cylinder-like boilers here, all kinds of stuff. Once again, that's why those huge piles of coal ash are down there. They're left over from this engine house. If you look over here, we've got a huge drop off. I think I might make my way around that way. Yeah, so right back there is where I was just standing, up top there. That is a drop. I feel like I should set the camera down and walk back up there. Maybe we'll do that so you can see how tall it is. We'll see. Get the right shot. And now we're down here at the bottom. That area, we were just standing up there earlier. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the, let's go check out that coal ash quick. I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, so here's what that coal ash looks like. It's just solidified coal ash. Yeah, and just recently when I did that video where we were looking for the village at Bear Valley, we found that old well with a chunk of coal ash on top. It's the same stuff, just a lot more of it. There's a lot of this at Bear Valley too in some sections. Alright, I think they're waiting for me up here. Alright, so just to give you a little idea of where we're at, we were just down there at the boiler engine house. And now we're headed up that way. That's old, we're at the bottom of Old Plain too. And we had earlier come down from that way. Here's that one tunnel, the stream tunnel. Now the road tunnel was just up here too. Up that way was that big structure, the the Crystal Spring Water Company, that was up that way. We had kind of come down new plane number 2, which is kind of up that way. Now we're gonna go up this way. And supposedly that town, Dog Town, that ghost town, is somewhere up here. So we came down new plane number 2, now we're gonna hike up old plane. Like since it was the older one, probably used in the 1800s, it was replaced by the other one that we walked down, probably early 1900s, I think, or roughly. And as I said before, some of my information dates might be a little bit off. I'm kind of following them today. I didn't do a ton of research for this. My first time here, just kind of exploring with them, learning as I go. So we are now headed up old plane number 2. Oh man, there's more waterfalls over here. Some of these places, there's history and so much of the beauty. This would be an awesome creek just to hike up and explore. Check that out. That is amazing. Just down there where there's little waterfalls, but you can see it up in the distance there. A little bit of white. There's a whole bunch of waterfalls and cascades up there. I think that I saw earlier when we were coming up. We kind of hiked that other plane down that way, but we can see it up through the trees there. That'd be amazing to explore. All right, so we're getting close to the town, or so they say. So I believe we are closing in on where this town used to be. Well, not really a town maybe, but where some people that worked on these planes lived. After several wrong turns and detours and a phone call later, I think we've arrived. There should be evidence of a wheelhouse up here too. Probably where the cable wrapped around maybe. Here's the old road we're following. This might be old plane number 2. There's a ditch over here. Some kind of metal pipe sticking out. Everybody making their way up. Got a road going that way too. All right. Almost at the top. It is kind of cool down here. I think this is a little bit of a strip mine they were doing back in the day. Going through here. All dripping with water. Alright. Onwards and upwards. All right, we are at the top. There's definitely a... Oh yeah, here's what they were talking about. Joe was talking to a friend on the phone. Got some directions. You mentioned the old wheelhouse. Just this thing right here. Wow. Remember those coal cars and stuff were pulled up the mountain via the cables and stuff, pulling them up, and you would have had a wheelhouse. Probably a big drum in here that the cable would spool around. That is impressive down there. So we gotta get down there. Everybody's making their way up. But wow, this is impressive. It's huge. Oh, Joe just saw it. Yeah. I'm gonna set the camera down and go ahead and walk down in there.
Christmas party. Good.
Is that? Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'll take you down here with me. You can hear them talking about the dates and stuff. So this probably dates, like they were saying, probably about 1838. Wow. Beautiful stonework. Of course, even down here there's trash. Yeah, so I'm thinking right here is where the wheel sat. Right in here, the drum. Yeah, there's... Look up at them for some scale. I'm heading down in there now. You can see how big it is.
How would a lawn chair get down here?
I don't know.
I mean, this is really far up the plane.
There's quite a bit of stuff down there.
I mean, who would dump junk down here unless it came in, someone came in from the Hanover side, maybe we're not that far away from that side.
And I'm curious as to what this is over here. It's like this huge cut through the hill here.
I thought there might be
Let's head down there.
through this.
Alright, so we were just up there, looking down into there, Job. I'm down that little cut in the mountain now. Here's a stone wall. On the other side is the wheelhouse. Man, there is quite a cut through the hill here. Not sure what this was for. No one really knows. Yeah, they made quite an effort to cut through here. Not really sure why, what this was for. Looks like it's collapsed quite a bit over the years. Yes, there's looking down through. Yeah, even in here, there's like old metal chairs and stuff. Looking back. Alright, so we still haven't found Dogtown, but I hear them talking about it up there. We're pretty close.
Dogtown should be to your left about 9 o'clock.
Alright. Because the people that lived at Dogtown are the ones that operated this area here. This is the top of Old Plain number 2. So we're just kind of wondering where this town was. We might be at the spot here. It's like a large flat area that's kind of near that wheelhouse is. Let me turn you around here. Yeah, so just up that way was that old wheelhouse, but this is a nice flat area here, perfect for a town. And then just notice this really old tree here. This one's kind of spread out too, kind of indicative that it was growing here when this was like an open area. And even there, look at that, nice flat top area there. Oh, this seems very townish here. Yep, there's that one flat area. Down here, some definite stonework a little bit, so. You got this little pond here, some more stonework, so more than likely this is where the town might have been. In this area. Okay, we found some more stuff. This is definitely interesting here. I see another one just up there, but yeah, that is interesting. Might be a flat area. Or like, maybe there's a house here. Okay, that's cool. There's another one over here. A piece of metal. Yeah, here's another one right here. Same thing. Whoops, slipping the rocks. Yeah, they're a little bit too small to be a house, but... Oh, actually, maybe not. Here's a stove plate. On top of old, like a wood stove. Interesting. Okay, so Kathy and Joe are checking out those foundations we were just looking at, but up this way is most likely the town spring. Coming out of the ground right here. Looks like there's an indentation in the ground there. Might have been a spring house here at one point. Our foundation's up this way. You can kind of see the right angle. There's one of the residents of the town. Several of them. And here's another little basement area. And up here is some more. Yeah, right here, some more foundations. You can see the stonework. Yeah, and then other than that, there's really not going to be much left to this town. There aren't going to be any buildings here. This is the type of town that when they were done with it, they kind of tore the wooden buildings down and rebuilt them elsewhere. That's what they did with a lot of these towns that kind of popped up. They just kind of reused them elsewhere. There's still some foundations left, so this is Dogtown most likely. All right, in a little bit we're gonna be heading back, try to find a way, best way to get back to where we parked. Been quite a day, tons of adventures. So thanks to Joe and Dee Dee, they're the ones that kind of put this together. Thanks to Kathy for coming along. Once again, nobody links their channels down below. All right, great day. Got our way back and didn't get too far and found another foundation here. We'll look at stonework. So it just keeps more and more stuff along here. Yeah, the path we came on was way down there, the inclined plane. Kind of going back a different way. Yeah, there's more stonework. Wow. Alright, so we're making our way back. We're just following another old railroad bed. See this cool cut in the hillside here. And there's the...
Here's a cut.
And up here's the remains of the bridge. That went across here. Check this out. Wow. See all the stonework. Well, somehow we got to get across that, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty steep up here. A whole bunch of beautiful waterfalls down here, which I can't quite get to. Amazing. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but this is awesome here. Just looking back at the cut. Alright, so we are not taking that flimsy little log bridge across. That's not going to happen. Gonna have to detour that. Try to find another way across. Alright, so I made it across the creek. But up there, you can see those falls up there. That's where that railroad bridge was, up way up there somewhere. It's a beautiful spot up there. Alright, but I think that'll be it for today. I'm just kind of waiting for the others to show up. The pull-off that we started at. On the road up there is just up there, but I crossed the creek a little bit before they did. At a slightly, sketchier spot. But I'm just waiting for them. Alright, awesome time. And just met the owner of the land up there. Thank them for letting us be out here. So, alright, as always, hope you enjoyed this adventure. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.